What's up, y'all? Nightmare Baller One. I just wanted to make this video, answer some questions. Most of them I got from one of my friends, AJ Extreme. Oh yeah, thank you for the birthday shout out, man. I appreciate it. A lot of people forgot my birthday had passed on the 25th, so yeah, I appreciate it. But I got a question from Armand 10701. He's thinking about buying some ROH DVDs because of the $10 special or whatever. I give him some shows, he should check out or whatever. So I'm just gonna give them to everybody because everybody deserves to know about these shows, alright? Manhattan Mayhem. Manhattan Mayhem is a great show and has one of the sickest spots you'll ever see at the end of the show. The best of the Briscoe brothers. It's a bunch of early Briscoe brother matches, but it's still good. Even though they're nowhere as good as they are now, it's still a good DVD. Alright, best of AJ Styles Volume 2. AJ Styles, what more can you say? Alright, Glory Binder 5 Night 2. Y'all saw my review of that show. I think this is the best ROH show ever. War of the Wire 2. War of the Wire 2 has a really good barbed wire match between, I think it's Necro Butcher and BJ Whitmer, I want to say. Yeah, I think it's Necro Butcher and BJ Whitmer. That's a really good match. It's a really good show. Unified, I can't remember the card. I just know I got it somewhere. I know it's a good show. Same with Vendetta. I know I got it somewhere and it's a good show. But yeah, y'all check out them shows, man. Yeah, and Death Before Dishonor 4 with the Cage of Death that ends the all the way to CZW feud. Everybody has to see that match. Time to Man Up, the Briscoes versus I think it's Mar Fuji and Kenta. I think it was a Davey Richards and Kenta, one or the other. Great match right there. And the 100 show, another great show. I mean, the $10 special is something else, man. Y'all just gotta look at it yourselves. I don't know if it's still going on. I just had to get that out there in case it's still going on and somebody sees this video. But anyway, I got some questions from Age Extreme. I'm gonna answer them now. And like I said, man, y'all just send me questions. I promise I answer them, man. Let me start from the top. There's a lot, so y'all pay attention. All right. The first question is, can I name all the superstars that I know of that have wrestled for WWE, WCW, ECW, and TNA? All right, the ones that immediately come to mind is Raven, the Sandman, they just immediately come to mind, Raven and the Sandman. I want to say Candido, but I don't think he wrestled in TNA. I think he was in TNA. I think Candido. That's all I can think of. I mean, I know it's probably more, but that's all I can think of. Second question, do I consider Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, and RVD the predecessors for CM Punk? No, because the style is nothing like none of them. I mean, I guess like he's supposed to be that next great, wrestler. No, just no, because he's nothing like them. Is TNA getting a 2-hour broadcast really going to solve anything with their current state that it's in? An extra hour will help anybody, man. But I hear their formula is they're going to make one Impact show one day, and then the next day make another Impact show and combine the shows. If they do that, that is a horrible idea. That's a horrible idea. All right, what would I say are the top 5 best wrestlers to come from OVW? Are we talking about skill or just where they are now? If we're talking about, where they are now, John Cena definitely number one. Probably a guy like Batista maybe. Mr. Kennedy definitely on there. CM Punk definitely on there. And Lashley's definitely on there. But if I rank them according to ability, of course I have CM Punk number 1, Kennedy number 2, Cena number 3, Lashley number 4. It's basically those 5. You know what I mean? Does Philadelphia seem to be the motherland for indie wrestling? I would say so because of the history. ECW, then you had CZW, and then ROH goes to Philly a lot. So yeah, I would say that in New York. You know what I mean? if the rumors are true that Y2J is coming back to the WWE, do you believe that he will be the one to beat Cena for the championship? No. Triple H will be the one to beat Cena for the championship. Triple H, well, I'm not sure. I'm not so sure anymore, but I don't know. I just don't think Y2J will be the one to beat Cena for the title. I doubt it. Because when I think Y2J comes back, I would assume he'd be a face. That's just me. I mean, I hope he's a heel because I think he's a better heel, but I would assume he'd be a face. But all right, the seventh question is: if Triple H refuses to put anyone over, then why does he put over Cena? Okay, what you got to realize is that. Okay, let me explain putting someone over. Putting someone over is taking a young up and comer that's not yet in the main event and elevating. Well, not even necessarily not in the main event, just elevating someone's status. Okay. Triple H was in the main event at WrestleMania with John Cena. He lost. All he did was lose the match. He did not put John Cena over. You know what I mean? And he had no choice but to lose the match because John Cena was the biggest guy in the WWE. Okay? He didn't put John Cena over. He just lost to John Cena at WrestleMania. That's not putting him over. So, yeah. Then you got, should Stevie Ray get into wrestling? No, I never really liked Stevie Ray. That's just me. And if Stevie Ray goes back to wrestling, where should he go? I don't think he should come back, but hey, it's whatever. Do I like Bill Goldberg? The character, yes. The wrestler, no. The person, no. Because he's an asshole. But how many wrestling DVDs do I own? Man, I have no idea, man. Doc Knockers says I have 15 DVDs at his house right now. It may even be more than that. And I got a bunch here, and I got a bunch I can't find. I got like I'd say easily almost 300 wrestling DVDs. I'd say probably more than that. It's a bunch. But 12. Should this year's Survivor Series matches be interbrand matches like last year, or should they do something like a triple threat tri-band Survivor Series match? If they do, who do you think should represent each brand? Okay, the match they did at Cyber Sunday with each champion, I think they should just do that at Survivor Series. You know what I mean? That's just me. But okay. 13. Do I prefer high resolution wrestling games such as SmackDown and all this stuff now, or the old N64 wrestling games? Okay. I like the SmackDown series a lot. My favorite wrestling game of all time is Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 for Nintendo 64. But and No Mercy was great for Nintendo 64. I don't know. No Mercy was really slow though, so I'd say the 64 games, but I like the SmackDown series, you know. Alright. If you had to take 15 old school wrestlers from the early 80s, the 80s, early 90s, what brand would you put them on in the WWE? I'm making another video for this topic. And the 30-man Royal Rumble. The other question you asked me. Alright, what if TNA, ROH, and CZW went out of business and the WWE did the Invasion 2? Do you think that would work or not? Explain, man. That shit would be so whack, man. I would never ever want to see AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, fucking Ruckus, Jack Evans, Chris Hero in the WWE. They would water them down so much that shit would be garbage. Do you believe that the Dudley Boys are really happy in the WWE? Who knows, man? Alright, has there ever been anybody who has won the Big Six World Heavyweight Championships? The WWE, NWA, AWA, WCW, ECW, and TNA Championships. Okay, to answer your question quickly, no, because there's only been one TNA World Champion. That's Kurt Angle. So yeah, before it was the NWA title. So yeah. Alright, any predictions for the next WWE draft? It's too early to tell. I just wait a little longer before I do that. Do you know who Kimbo Slice is? Yes, Kimbo Slice is a fighter. He used to be like a street fighter and made videos or whatever. Now he's getting into MMA. 20. Why doesn't TNA have their own training facility like WWE has OVW and FCW and WCW had the Power Plant? Because TNA just plucks guys from other indie promotions and putting them on the TNA roster. Look, right after Jimmy Rave got released, now he's back in TNA. You know what I mean? They basically just take guys from indie feds, so yeah. But anyway, that's it for Q&A, y'all. I have another video soon. I'm out, y'all. Peace.